Sugar, you saved my life. Another story, and yep, once again, Alabama. Home sweet Alabama. For the 4th of July, I was visiting my friend, and she announced, "We must go to Lake Martin." She said it like it was a royal decree, and let me tell you, she wasn't wrong. Lake Martin is one of the biggest man-made lakes in the South. So big it has its own islands, marinas, and about 900 miles of shoreline. Basically, it's Alabama's answer to the French Riviera, with more catfish. The weather was perfect. Fireworks were already popping somewhere in the distance, and the southern hospitality was flowing almost as freely as the beer. By the time we hit our second restaurant, I was thinking, this is heaven. And then it happened. Out of nowhere, a man at the next table started choking. Not the delicate kind of coughing choke either. His face turned red, then purple, and his wife leapt up screaming, "Help! Somebody help my husband!" My friend looked at me with those eyes only best friends can give. The ones that say, "Don't you dare pretend you're just a tourist now." She grabbed my hand and whispered, "Can you help him?" I thought, damn, I've already had a couple beers. I'm not sure if I'm about to perform the Heimlich or start a dance routine, but 911 wasn't going to make it in time, so I stood up, went over, and did my thing. 1 squeeze, 2 squeezes, bam! Out popped the culprit. The man gasped, his wife cried, the whole restaurant clapped, and I thought, great, my vacation has officially turned into an episode of Grey's Anatomy. But that was only the beginning. The sweet couple insisted on inviting us to dinner. "Just casual," they said. Right. A few hours later, my friend and I were lounging in our hotel room in slippers and shorts when a black limousine pulled up outside. Yes, a limo. Like something straight out of a country music video. Turns out, the man I had saved wasn't just anyone. He sent his personal driver to fetch us. Suddenly, we were whisked off to what can only be described as the Gone with the Wind starter pack. A plantation-style home with massive white columns, chandeliers, a dining table longer than a bowling lane, and crystal goblets that probably cost more than my entire nursing salary. Dinner was served with silver cutlery, waitstaff, and more courses than I could count. The man sat at the head of the table, beaming at me. "Sugar," he said in his thick southern drawl, "you saved my life. What can I do for you?" I smiled politely and said, "Oh, inviting us here is more than enough." Under the table, my friend kicked me so hard, I almost Heimlicked myself. She leaned over and hissed, "You should have asked him to pay off your student loans, you silly goose." After dinner, we ended up back at the lake, sipping sparkling wine, watching fireworks light up the water, and listening to Stars Fell on Alabama. I leaned back and thought, only me. I tried to take a break from nursing, and somehow I end up saving a man's life in flip-flops and beer goggles.